Guys, it's me, Corey. I just wanted to make a little video here because on my old YouTube account, I had made a couple of videos about my mental health recovery, and some people liked it and wanted me to do some more. And just recently, Mike brought up the idea that I start making these videos again because I've been watching a lot of other people's mental health related videos online, and it's really, a lot of you guys have really been helping me out lately with some of the videos that are coming out. So I just wanted to make a video update, especially for anyone back home in Michigan. This is a great way to, keep in touch and see how things are going with me. I've been doing really good lately. My mental health and my schizoaffective disorder is pretty well under control right now. I've been trying out a few new things. My doctor, or my psychiatrist and my therapist have been working with me on working on some of the negative symptoms that come with schizophrenia. We're talking about me improving my hygiene, improving my sleep, because that's been a big factor lately. Lots of things I can do, basically. And I'm also on a new diet right now. I'll talk about that in a minute. But a lot of it has to do with just putting me on a routine. I need to be on a routine to do certain things. Like my psychiatrist says every night, I should make it a point, to take my PM meds at 10 p.m., then take a shower, and then do something to get ready for bed, and make that a goal every night, so I'm not sleeping. I'm getting to bed at a decent hour, and I'm not sleeping through other days, and I'm not losing sleep. That was kind of an issue a little bit ago. I was losing some sleep, and I was getting, 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I was getting kind of sleep deprived, and because of that, I was starting to kind of get my voices back. I was hearing a lot of the whispering going on. That's usually how it starts. Is it starts off as a lot of whispering, and that was definitely because I wasn't getting enough sleep. And so I am getting enough sleep now. I'm back on track. Right now, I just need to work on getting to bed a little bit earlier so I can get up earlier in the morning and get more accomplished in my day. But I am doing really good. My meetings are going really good. Therapy's going really good. I'm involved in 3 groups right now, and I still meet with my psychiatrist once a month, my therapist once every 2 or 3 weeks, and my CD counselor once every 2 weeks. So I'm very involved in my therapy. The other thing I've been doing is this new diet. It's called like the keto diet, something like that. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but basically what it is you cut out carbohydrates and sugar. You're cutting out those 2 things. You can still have fish, chicken, pork, red meats, any kind of vegetables, dairy products, eggs, protein. So there's a lot you can still have on it, but you take out sugar and carbohydrates. And taking out sugar and carbs is good for anybody with schizophrenia or any type of mental illness. My psychiatrist agrees with it too. We have way too many carbs and way too much sugar in our diet. And so anybody who has a mental illness, it's really it's really beneficial to give up carbohydrates, anything with gluten in it. So I've been trying that for about a month. I started doing it at the beginning of November, but I wasn't entirely faithful during the whole month. I did have a couple slip-ups and cheat on it a couple times, but this month here in December, I'm going to go at it full force and not cheat and see how it goes. And I'm hoping to maybe lose a few pounds off this. So I will keep you guys updated and let you know. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the medications I'm using right now. I've been doing really good for the past couple of months here. Before that, throughout the spring and summer, I was having some major problems with depression. And so I switched one of my old antidepressants. I switched the Celexa that I'd been on for years that really wasn't doing anything to Lexapro, which is supposed to be a newer, more advanced version of Celexa. It's a newer drug with fewer side effects, and it's supposed to be more powerful than Celexa. So I have that, and also at the beginning of the year, I switched from Seroquel to Latuda because I was having some side effects with my liver on the Seroquel, and so that needed to be stopped. And so I've been taking the Latuda. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little green. It's a kind of a medium-sized green pill. I'm on 80 milligrams. And Latuda is used to treat bipolar depression, major depression, and schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder. And it's been like a miracle drug for me. Ever since I started taking it, I have not seen anything as far as my visual hallucinations. I'm not having them. I haven't had any visual hallucinations since I started taking this medication. And I rarely hear my voices anymore. I'm down to hearing voices once every 2 or 3 weeks. And that's a huge improvement compared to almost every day, you know, when I was on Seroquel. So that's been really good for me. The other thing, I'm on a few other things too. I'm also on Wellbutrin. This is what Wellbutrin looks like. It's kind of a medium-sized white pill. It's circular. And it's an antidepressant. It's an SSRI. And so it helps me with anxiety, depression, and helps prevent me from having flashbacks. I've been on it for over a year now, and I haven't had a single flashback the entire time I've been on it. My depression's pretty well under control, and my anxiety during the daytime is pretty well under control. So I think it's a good drug for me. It's been working out pretty well. And then this is the Lexapro I was telling you about earlier. It's a really small white pill. It goes up to 20 milligrams, and I'm on 10 milligrams of it. And I've been on this for probably about 2 or 3 months now, and it was what I needed to take me out of my depression. I'm not noticing any negative side effects from it, and my depression got right back under control once I started taking it. My mood started getting better. I started feeling a lot more positive and optimistic, and wasn't beating myself up so much when I was making mistakes. You know, I stopped being so hard on myself, and I was a lot more optimistic about things. I see the positive side to everything now. And you know, the depression episode I was in for several months subsided, so that's pretty miraculous. I think it was because of changing the Celexa to the Lexapro. I think that's what did it. So I have no complaints about that drug. And then, last but not least, we have Visceral. This is what they look like. They're a medium-sized green capsule. They're green and light green. And when I first got on this, I was getting really bad panic attacks, so I originally got on it to help subside those panic attacks, but I stopped getting panic attacks. I think a lot of that has to do with the Wellbutrin and the Latuda and the Lexapro. I think they kind of prevent it. And but anyway, I still get it prescribed for sleep and anxiety. Because I do kind of sometimes get racing thoughts before sleep, and I do get a lot of anxiety before sleep. And also I have trouble sleeping because I don't take any sleep aids or anything, and none of the medication I'm on really makes me drowsy. And so I do have insomnia, which is common with a lot of schizophrenics and mental illness people. So I do have insomnia, and so I take that to help me fall asleep. I take 50 milligrams every night. and I've been doing that for quite a while now. And it does help me sleep, and it does take away any anxiety I'm having at that time. When I was taking it for panic attacks, it did help with those. It would help take about 10 or 15 minutes to kick in, but it would work. So I have nothing bad to say about Visceral. It's been a pretty good drug for me as well. But anyway, guys, that's about it. I will continue to make more videos, depending on how many views these get. If it gets a lot of views, maybe I'll make some more videos. If not, I'll probably just stop doing it. But I hope everybody's doing great. Feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you. Like or subscribe if you feel like it. And thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.